Hello everyone, welcome back. So in the previous video we configured the register page. We integrated the template as well as configured the backend for the registration. Now we need to add email verification to this system. So let's just jump in. We have installed Breeze, right? So Breeze provides the email verification as well. If I go to auth.routes PHP file, here we will have login, forgot password, recent password, and as you can see here we have email verification routes. So if I go to this controller, here we have two controllers: email verification notification controller, which is used to send a new email verification notification to the user. And as you can see, this is using send email verification notification, calling this method. And if I can go to this method, uh, if I click on that, let's go to mail.php. I guess we have the configuration file for that. The point I'm trying to make is like we need some SMTP server in order to send email, and that is what we are going to do. So as you can see in the SMTP mailer, we need to configure the mail host port and username, password, and the host and stuff like that. So to do that, as you can see by default they are calling the env. So I'm going to that env file and add these things. Now for sending an email, we are going to make use of the Mailtrip.io, that is like the mail service provider. We can use in APIs as well, like there are many servers that provides you the API. um, we can use that as well, but for now we are going to stick with this one just for testing. And just go ahead and register on the site, and once you are on the home page, you have to click on email testing, and here we have the inbox. And I'll click on this. Let's say we already have one, so I'm not going to remove add another one, but if you don't have, you have to create one mailbox. Now here we have my inbox, and here we will be able to see the incoming messages, and here we have the connection settings. So if I go to Laravel, if we have here, yeah, we have. So here we have the env file, the env variables, the environment variables. So I'm going to copy these and come here and paste them. So we have the, and stuff like the default, I'm going to replace that with this one. Now the encryption, we are using the TLS, and yeah, that's looks good. So now what I'm going to do is if I come here to this thing, they are calling email verification notification. So I'm going to call the same method in the registration itself. So like whenever you register on the site, you will automatically get an email verification, and you have to click on that in order to proceed further. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the existing application so that we can see what other functionality available over there as well. So I'm going to cd into desktop, and then Laravel, and then connect us and php artisan server, and that will start that. And what I'm going to do is we have to call this method on user object. So I'm going to register controller, you register user controller, and after the registration is done, um, we are authorizing the user and redirecting to home page. So here we have authorized user. I can call the auth user, so auth user, and calling the method to send a verification notification. Now if this is not going to work, then we will see the error, the underline. It shows the underline, but let's see if that's going to work for us. So I'm going to save that, start the development server. This will be on different port, so dash dash port 8001, and this will be on 8000. So php artisan serve, and I'm going to go to that URL, and here we will see the email once I'm going to register myself. Now another thing I'm wanting to do is, like by default we are going to be on the home page, right, the welcome page. So I want to be redirected to that page if I'm not authorized. So let's do that quickly. I'm going to web.php, and here I'm going to add the um, the protection for that. So the way I'm going to do that is like just add the out middleware to that. So we can call that directly here. So dash middleware and passing the out. So now if I refresh the page here, is it going to redirect me to the login page? Okay, so that's good. On the login page we will have option to go to the register page. So that is what I wanted to do. Now let's register a fake user. So I'm going to use fake filler Chrome extension. I'm using on Brave, but we have the extension for that as well, the same extension. So now I'm going to click on register. The image is required, so let's choose an image for that and clicking on register, and let's see if that's going to send an email verification to the mailbox. Seems like we have an error. User uh, mobile unique, and duplicate entry for this user mobile unique. So let's see the database. So I'm going to clear the screen. PHP artisan. I'm going to use Tinker to interact with the database. So um, let's check. Let me zoom it a bit. Check the user model. So we don't have any mobile number here, and no mobile number here. Why does this as duplicate? Why we don't have any? So what I'm going to do is check that again. If I go to register user controller, mobile, if this is empty, then nothing. It's one thing. Let's remove this and remove this as well, and try that out. So submit and refresh, submit, and again the same error. Mobile cannot be null. So I think we need to set these nullable as well as unique. So I'm going to user create user migration, and here I'm going to copy the nullable to the email as well as mobile, because we allow users to register with email as well as phone number, and later on they can add the next thing that they want. Like if they register with mobile, they can later on add their email address to the profile. So let's remigrate the migration. PHP artisan migrate Parish, and start the development server, and I will refresh the page. And let's see if that's going to throw error again. Yeah, we successfully did that. Now we are redirected to our dashboard where we have this error, but before we fix that error we have to confirm the email. And as you can see, we got email verification. So I will click on that. Here we have the email that we received. Now this email template is generated by the Laravel bridge that we have installed. So now we can confirm our email address just by clicking on this. Now as you can see, we have the dashboard option here, which means we are verified for this application. So that is the email verification for this. Now another thing is like um, if I log out, let's clear the cache. So remove and done and refresh. I'm going to register page. What I'm going to do is like register and not do not verify the email. Let's see what's going to happen then. I'm going to create another page for that, like when you are not verified and you're still using the application and not verifying your email address or phone number, then we will provide you another page where you have to click on recent mobile recent link and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is, if I go to auth.php, we have already route for that, like as you can see, this is a gate route. So if I go to this route, let's see what we have over there. So seems like this is empty. Yeah, we have something, but that is empty, so let's fix that. So if I go to this controller, and it has one method, and I'm going to verify email, and I'm going to use my template here. So as you can see, they are using this syntax and we are using a different, so we have to use our own. Now what I'm going to do is, it has let's do one thing, like if I use my syntax here, like extend the guest layout, so layout guest, and we have two section. So section of title is this is verify email, and in this section, and then start the section of content, and then at the end go ahead and end that section. So in section. Now let's see how does that look like. So I will refresh the page, nothing happens. So I'm going to use the bootstrap styling for this, so I will remove that. Let's do like dollar row. Then if I go to guest dot blade.php, we have body, so I'm going to add container as well, like the bootstrap container. So dot container dot row and dot call, let's say md6, and mx auto margin from x-axis auto, so that will be aligned in the center. So I'm going to grab these and come here and paste it. Let's see how does that looks like. So I'm going to refresh, and we have this view. Yeah, we need to add some more styling there, so I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to remove this. Let's add let's make this card. So I'm going to b dash card full, like create a complete card, and on the header I'm not going to add anything, but in the content I'm going to add this message that is like the verify message. So I'm going to paste that, and in the footer I want to add the buttons. So, and this can also be added in the body, and we will have another fee tag, like this is a separate fee tag paragraph, and this is separate. So copy, and now that looks good. So, and we can send this inside, like inside the if statement, and now refresh, format that and remove the spacing, extra spacing. Now at the footer we will have the buttons. So recent email verification, I'm going to grab that primary button. So I'm going to create my own button with bootstrap styling. This is the submit, so I'm going to copy that, do one thing like b dash btn, and this is let's say primary, this is submit, and in the text I'm going to paste that thing, and then we have logout. So I'm going to create, this is already a button, so we just need to add styling to that. So what I'm going to do is remove the existing tailwind styling, and btn dash danger, And now let's try that out. And I'm going to move these to the um, to the to the footer of the card. So paste that here. Let's close that and remove the footer stops, like the bottom things, and like this. So I'm going to refresh, save this and come here and refresh. Let's see how does that looks like. Now it looks pretty good, but we need to add some more. Now the one thing you might notice, the screen is the background is completely black because I'm using this extension. This allows me, this is dark reader that allows me to completely black the screen completely, so that um, you know um, for the like when working at night you'll have black screen. Doesn't affect uh, the eyes. So I'm going to add like margin top, let's say 1 or 2. And this is a card. Let's add shadow. Card already has shadow LG and rounded. And card text has let's say P of 4. Let's see. Yeah, looks good. If I do this, yeah, as you can see, we need to add some margin top here. So MT of 4, and see how does this looks like. Yeah, and we can add some margin top here. Yeah, that is fine for me, and you can customize that any way you want. So now we have the recent verification link, and now what I'm going to do is, like, if I go to the home page, I'm not uh, login. I don't want to be able to see the main content until I am verified. So we have to add the verification middleware to the home route. So if I go to outer web.php, and here we have, as you can see, we have the verified. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the verified to the home page instead. Like we don't allow users to view anything until they are authorized as well as verified. So if I do that, nothing happened. Am I verified? Like I am able to, if I go to register page, does it allows me? No. Okay, so I'm able to go to dashboard. This means that I am authorized for this. So I'm going to remove myself, refresh, and um, I'm going to register, and I'm going to use pack filler, choose profile picture, some random picture, and click on register. It's going to register my account and send a verification email, and I want to be redirected to the verify email page instead of dashboard. And with the status, like, we have sent a verification email to you and you have to verify yourself. So I'm going to this controller, and instead of home, I'm going to add my own constant here. So let's say verify in capital. So verify and slash verify dash email. Is that what? Verify email, yes. I'm going to copy and paste that, so that um, I'm going to use that instead of home. I want you to be able to redirect me to the verify. And now I'm going to register again. It's automatically redirecting me to the dashboard. Does that mean that I didn't receive another email? It automatically redirects me to the dashboard, but I want it not to redirect until I am verified. So let's do one thing. I'm going to log out. So I will delete the cache, the cookie, sorry, and then still there, remove. Okay, I am going to register page. Oh, and then register another user. Now this time it should redirect me to the verify email address, but I want a status as well, so I think we can use the session flash. So um, it redirect to this we have with. So I think we already have one. Like if I go to that, um, let me show you what I mean. Like if I go to verify email, um, this thing, as you can see, we have the session status. If the status is this, then display this message like a new notification link has been sent to this email. So I want that as well. So I'm going to session status. So I'm going to copy that, and I want to know how that is implemented. So um, session status is session status. Okay, so here they are checking the session status. Like the session status is but they are passing the session as a variable as well. Like you can see here, this is passed as a variable to that view. Am I on the correct spot? As you can see, they are sending status with this. So I'm going to copy the same thing, register user controller, and I'm going to pass this status so that whenever we are redirecting to that page, we will see a status or prompt that we have sent a new email notification email. So I'm going to refresh and try that again. Until that, I'm going to clear this thing. So clear, all of them are deleted. Now I'm going to filler and choose some random image and register. And now it should redirect me to that page and show me that notification. So as well as the email, we will see that as well. So it's still loading. Isn't taking longer this time. Yeah, as you can see, we got the notification of that. We can resend it as well as we can log out. So that is the functionality. Like if I refresh the page, we are not going to see this, but if I click on this, and it's going to show that again, it's going to send another email to my number. Like as you can see, we got another email, and we got the prompt like we have sent a new email to the email provided that I can log out as well. But till that, I'm not verified, and I'm still able to access the dashboard, which is not good. Which I'm going to restrict the user to not show the should not be able to view the dashboard until they are verified. And if I go to verified verified middleware, like if HTTP middleware, and then we have validated verify CSF token, authenticate. So if I go to kernel.php, let's see, verified, and ensure email is verified. It does checks like if the email is not verified, then it's going to throw 403 error. But I have added that middleware. and I'm still able to view the welcome page, as you can see. So I'm going to refresh here, still able to access the dashboard. And yeah, we will look to that, no problem for that. I think we will need to publish the vendor files of that middleware and something like that. Now that is for the email verification. Now we in the next video we are going to verify the phone numbers. Like if I pass phone number when registering on the site, so then we will have to verify that using the 12U API. So I will see you there.